Hello, I'm Carrie Gaston, Volunteer Coordinator for the Santa Fe Animal Shelter and Humane Society. I would like to welcome you to our online volunteer orientation. After watching the video, please visit the orientation quiz link found in your welcome email. At the end of the quiz, you will have access to another link where you can schedule your volunteer orientation tour. Tours are held at varying times during the month, so please keep checking back until you find a time that works best for you. Thank you for joining our shelter family, and I hope to meet you soon. Since 1939, the Santa Fe Animal Shelter has been dedicated to its mission: support animals, save lives, spread compassion. We are Northern New Mexico's only open admission, no-kill shelter. The Santa Fe Animal Shelter is an open admission shelter, which means we accept all companion animals from our service area. While we attempt to manage the intake of animals by scheduling them to come in as spaces available, the managed part, we will always take an animal in urgent need of a safe space. The generally accepted definition is that a shelter is no-kill if its live release rate is 90% or greater. That means that 90% or greater of the animals that come into the shelter leave through adoption, return to their guardians, or transfer to another shelter or rescue. Our live release rate is around 94.8%, and we meet all the qualifications of a no-kill shelter. These are our stats from our 2018 Impact Report. From our inception, SFAS has been supported by the caring community of Santa Fe. Operating with a $6 million budget, we are able to provide advanced medical, behavioral, and outreach care, including access to low-cost spay and neuter programs. We offer many programs to both the community and to our adopters so they are able to keep pets in their home, as well as add a homeless pet to their family. Each of the 422 pets taken in by the shelter each month average $650 in care during their stay. This care is funded in 3 ways: donations, both private and corporate, fundraising through special events, and grant writing efforts. As a volunteer, you will most likely contribute donations, either items or money, and attend some of our special events. Did you know that you can also help our grant writing efforts every time that you volunteer? You may ask, well, how can I do that? When you schedule a shift or log your hours in Volunteer Matrix, you are helping. Most foundations who offer grants request these hours, along with our active number of volunteers. That is why it is so important to track your hours every time you work in any project, even off-site. Volunteering in one of our volunteer programs is crucial to the care and well-being of the pets in our care. If you've been at another shelter or have had any volunteer experience, or if you would like to create a new program, please reach out to your volunteer coordinator to discuss any possibilities and opportunities. For most of our volunteer roles, we provide the training, with some exceptions for pet outreach, and support that you will need to be successful in any role that you choose. Volunteering at an animal shelter is also a human experience, and we want you to find the path and project that works to fulfill you. Email the volunteer coordinator to learn which training will be required for each role and to be put in connection with the project leader. At this point, you are already familiar with Matrix, our volunteer scheduling software. When logged into your profile, you are able to view calendars like the training calendar that allow you to schedule for upcoming training sessions. You can also visit other calendar links that allow you to schedule shifts in advance under certain programs. From your profile, you may log your hours after a shift if that is one that makes more sense to do so afterwards. Any Matrix questions can be directed to the volunteer coordinator, and screenshots through email help solve many issues. Hopefully you have received the Volunteer Handbook and FAQ. The handbook provides expectations, rules, and protocols for operating in the shelter environment. The FAQ, or Frequently Asked Questions, contains common general questions. Many answers can be found by reading these documents. However, the volunteer coordinator is always happy to help with specific concerns or questions not readily found there. In a working environment, there are rules meant to protect you and others while we interact and perform tasks. Specific protocols will be addressed in video and hands-on training, but here are some that span all the volunteer roles at SFAS. Wear an apron or SFAS volunteer t-shirt while volunteering. Wear your name badge when volunteering. Schedule or log your hours in Matrix, keeping your contact information updated. Report injuries quickly and encourage others to do the same. Be mindful, be respectful, and enjoy yourself. I love this job. I love this shelter. Mostly, I love bringing my past experience into helping others that are blazing the trails of altruism in our community. I really want you to know that when we say we couldn't do it without the volunteers, that we really believe it. Over 400 compassionate people just like you are working to support the mission and the animals of the Santa Fe Animal Shelter in ways that move beyond the "I'm just a volunteer" sentiment. Volunteers are so crucial to the well-being of our shelter pets and a wonderful face to our organization. Thank you for joining us. I look forward to receiving your quiz answers and meeting you in our shelter orientation tour. Always the best, Carrie.